I think you all understood the last lecture about the production theory. Now we are going to move on to the cost theory. So basically, it is the inverse of the production theory. If you see, when we are studying, the curves and the graph that we draw will be like the inverse of the production theory. ඒ කියන්නේ production එක උඩි යටින් බලනවා වගේ තමයි තියෙන්නේ cost theory එක. So under that we are going to find some key terms. So total cost. Total cost means the total cost is the sum of all the cost incurred for the production of output. That means let's say 100,000 rupees, which include production cost only, not the sales and all production. Like production current labors la දාය ඔක්කොම දාලා එන්න normally we can say those is the total cost. Okay, so average cost can be obtained by dividing the total. That you know, average means average, that means total divided by number of output. Clear? Next one is, this is the important, the marginal cost. So we have studied three marginal concept up to now. First one is marginal utility, that is coming under the consumer theory. Marginal product, that is coming under the production theory, and this is marginal cost. So marginal means, I had said that, additional. That means addition to the total cost which arises as a result of increasing output by one more unit. That means if you increase one more product output, what will be the increment to the total cost? Okay, so that is obtained by delta total cost divided by delta out. Clear? Now we are going to study, so as I said before, here also we are going to study about short run and long run. In short run, you know that there are two types of factors. One is fixed factors and another one is variable factors. So the cost that we allocate for fixed factors we say as total fixed cost, and cost that we allocate for variable factors we say as variable cost. So in short run, total cost includes total fixed cost plus total variable cost. If we divide the cost into two, there will be fixed and variable. Fixed means that will be same if you produce 0 unit or 100 unit, okay, or any number of unit. But variable will increase one by one when you increasing the output by one each unit. Clear? Okay. For example, total fixed cost. So if you see here, see 100 means it will be the same for any number of units. For example, factory rent, නැත්නම් insurance. Okay, so such type of costs are fixed cost. Okay, so variable cost here, see, it will change according to the number of output. And here you can see there is a shape, it's not straight line. Normally we say if the variable cost per unit is 100, this will be the that means 100 නම් එකට 0 0 ට 0 එකට 100 දෙකට 200 third means 300. Likewise it will be a straight line, but in practical it is not a straight line. The reason is, sorry, the reason is, you know that we studied the production. Okay, the total production also is not a straight line, it will be like this. Okay, that means it shows it is not a straight line. That means the production is not directly proportionate to the input. That means if you input one more, this will be increasing. Like that we didn't study, no, we studied that when you increase more and more, there will be a small drop. So as a result, when you increase for some time, the total cost will be increasing. Okay, then it will be remain the same. That means this maximum point. Okay, then it will start to increase further. Why? The output is decreasing. You see, the in the total product curve we studied that output will be decreasing even you increase the input. So what is going to happen is, when the total production is decreasing, the total variable cost will be increasing. Why? When you hire more and more labors, you have to pay more and more. Clear? So as a result, there is this type of curved shape. And total cost will be including this variable cost and total fixed cost. So it will be just above this total fixed line and it will be parallel. Then make it a parallel තමයි තියෙන්නේ. Clear? Hari. Next one is average fixed cost. So average fixed cost means we are going to divide the total fixed cost by the quantity. Okay, so when you see the graph here, see, if 0 is 0, 100, for all any number of units, the total fixed cost is same. But Here see, this will be infinity, that means 100 divided by 0 is infinity. So sorry, so if you see here, this cost will be going like this, but it will not become zero. Even if you produce any number of units, there will be a small proportion of the total fixed cost, so it will not touch zero, it will continue like this till the infinity. Clear? Okay. So next one is average variable cost. Average variable cost, as I say, it will be obtained by dividing total variable cost by dividing the total quantity. So here I said that you know that average product. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'll draw here. So in the production theory, you studied average product is like this. So the opposite of this let's say average product, the opposite of this is like this. That is like this. So this is like this. Clear? So I have given a chart here. You can see. So the main reason is here you can see, when you increase further, there will be a decrease. Initially the cost will be decreasing. Why? When you increase more people, they will produce more, but after some time there will be even you increase the input, there will be no good enough increase in the output, so the cost will be increasing. Clear? So it will be like a U shape. And average cost. So average cost means we are going to divide total cost by the quantity. Initially fixed cost and variable cost, then now we are going to divide total cost by the quantity. So here this average cost will include two parts. That means average fixed cost also will be there, and average variable cost will also be there. Clear? So as a result, here you can see, so the average variable cost will be here high. For the first few units, average fixed cost will be high. Then let's say this is the first unit and the second unit. Then 1 2 වෙනකොට ඒ දෙකට තියෙන fixed cost proportion එක වැඩි. Okay, so the gap between the average cost and variable cost will be the fixed cost. So here see, the proportion of the fixed cost is high, but when you increase more and more the production, the fixed cost part will be becoming smaller and smaller. එතකොට මේ distance එක මේම අඩු වෙගෙන යනවා, but they will never touch each other. Clear? Okay, here I have given the table also. Now here you can see, before that there is another part, is there is marginal cost. So marginal cost, you studied that the increase addition to the total cost as a result of providing one more unit. Now we are going to see how this is going to affect. Here see, marginal cost taker, this is also similar to that. In the production, the marginal cost shapes is like this. Has the make a upside down එක තමයි make. Here see, it will be like a right shape. Okay, you can say initially it will be decreasing, then it will start to increase. Why? When more and more production is increasing, definitely there will be an increase in the cost. The cost එක අඩු වෙන්නේ කොහොමද? And also why this marginal cost is increasing is, when you produce more and more, the diminishing marginal return factor will be starting to occur. Okay, so as a result, when you increase more and more, the cost will be also increasing. Clear? So in short run, in any part, it will be easy, whether it can be the production theory or cost theory, the main fundamental theory behind the short run is the law of diminishing marginal return. Clear? Okay, now we are going to go, I think up to now you have cleared, so let it is as it be. මේක ගැන ඔයාලා good understanding එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන් when we move to the next section. Next means the next unit, that is we are studying about market structure. එතකොට මේක ඇයි මෙම එන්නේ කියලා ඔයාලට when you are doing calculation, it will be easy for you. Clear? Okay, now we are going to study about the long run cost. So in long run, can you all remember, there are no fixed costs. That means all the factors are variable factors. Okay, as a result, all the factors are variable factors. That means all the costs are variable cost. Here there is no fixed cost. Clear? So only total variable cost will be there. So as a result, that long run average cost curve, this means long run average, not long run cost curve. Long run cost curve will be like this. Okay, but when it comes to long run average cost, you see this is long run average cost curve. It will be like an elongated long shape. Okay, so here you can see this part, the cost is decreasing. That means here if they are increasing the input, the output is more than that. What is the theory behind the long run? It is the return to scale theory. Okay, in return to scale theory we studied if the output increases at a rate higher than the increase in the input, means we say this as increasing return to scale. So this is increasing return to scale, increasing return to scale. Okay, you see, even if the input is increasing, the cost is remaining the same. That means input also increasing, output also increasing, so there is no change in the average cost. Okay, so here see there is no change in the average cost. So here you can say this as the constant part. Okay, constant return to scale. Here if you see, when the output are increasing, the cost is increasing. That means if you put little even if you put more labors, there will be only little increase in the output. So more labors means the cost is increasing, as a result average cost is increasing. Clear? So here this will be known as the decreasing return to scale. Clear? Okay, so now you can compare the return to scale of you can compare how the short run production is linked to short run cost and how long run production is attached to the long run production, long run cost. Clear? Okay, that's all. So I will give you a clear note and I'll upload to the group as well as to the Google Classroom on this subject. Clear? So you have to thoroughly understand these two theories, and you want to understand the theories behind this before we move to the next section. Okay, so if you are having any doubt, please ask. Okay, so I'm going to finish this by this point.